What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is the Thursday the 4th of January and comparison to like 3 or 4 days, a lot has happened, a lot of confirmed deals and the rumours are definitely starting to pick up. So before we get any further, as always, if you enjoyed the video and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notifications tab next to it to receive alerts about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what nation do you think is going to win the World Cup this year in Russia? Let me know down below in the comment section. Finally, remember, every single day at 8:30 AM, there'll be a new transfer video on my channel. So let's jump on to confirmed deals today. And like I said before, a lot to get through. And the very first player is quite a recognisable one, a former Man City striker, being Joe. Today he's transferred to a team called Nagoya Grampus, which I think are in the Chinese Super League. He joined them from Corinthians, and the fee apparently is £9.9 million. I think the last FIFA Ultimate team was actually almost back on like FIFA 15, so it hasn't been on there for quite a while. Next name is a guy called Ziegler, a Swiss centre-back going to FC Dallas in the MLS from FC Luzern in the Swiss League. It's a free transfer. I don't believe he's on FIFA 18, but last year on FIFA 17 had a pretty good silver informed card. And then we've got a Russian goalkeeper called Gabalov going to Club Brugge from Arsenal Tula, I believe in the Russian league, for an undisclosed fee. Also on a second player yesterday, which I don't think is on FIFA Ultimate team, as never has been, called Diatta. They signed him from Salzburg for €2 million. And the final one on this page, a guy called Hilberto going to Northampton Town from Legia Warsaw on a loan deal for the season. Next up, we go on to Fernandinho. I think back on FIFA 16 is pretty good for Gremio. And today's gone to the Chinese Super League to a team called Chongqing Dangdai Lifan on a free transfer. Next, there was a former Arsenal striker, you probably recognise him as well, being Eduardo, and today he joined Legia Warsaw on a free transfer. I think the previous club before this was in Brazil, possibly Atletico Paranaense, I think they're called. If I said that wrong, I do apologise, but today again, he's made the move to Legia Warsaw. Next, though, go on to a guy called Helme, a Finnish centre-back going to Leeds United from HJK Helsinki for an undisclosed fee. And the final on this page is going to be Kielsten, an American centre-back midfielder going to Orlando City from New York Red Bulls. I think it's actually part of a trade deal, including 2 players from the next page. First up is Rivas, obviously going to New York from Orlando. And the same applies to Reading being a centre-back, both of them going to New York, which I'm assuming again is a trade deal. Schalke signed a new striker yesterday called Tuchert. Again, sorry about his pronunciation. Some of them, honestly, haven't really heard of. But today he's joined Schalke from FC Nuremberg for a fee of around £1.35 million. And the final on this page is Umbagoto going to Iguingup in France from QPR for an undisclosed fee. And the final 3 confirmed today are going to be Goss going to Rangers in Scotland from QPR on loan deal for the rest of the season. Then we've got Jerry Menez, obviously a very recognisable player there, going to America in the Mexican League, I believe that is, for £225,000 from Antalyaspor in the Turkish League. And the final one is Rafa Mir, a Spanish striker going to Wolves, obviously right now flying in the Championship, and they bought him from Valencia for £2 million. But now let's jump on to potential deals. And first up, we've got a player honestly I've never heard of, but yesterday in fact Sky Sports broke this news by saying that Arsenal are in advanced talks to sign Greek centre-back Mavropanos from PAS Giannina for around £2.2 million. And what I'm aware of, he's never ever been on FIFA Ultimate Team, so I can't really get a card for you. All I know is he's a centre-back or a defender. And in fact, Arsene Wenger's just come out and confirmed that Mavropanos will join Arsenal, but he's not ready to play for Arsenal just yet, and he'll be loaned out. Next up, we go on to Piazza, a Croatian player joined Juve back in the summer. And today, according to Fabrizio Romano, I know essentially one tweet said Marco Piazza will join Schalke. That's literally all it says, but apparently a lot of places are also saying this now, various different outlets, and it's also very reliable. Actually, I don't believe it is the beginning of this season, it's the beginning of the season before that. Next up, we go on to Alisson, a goalkeeper from Roma. According to Gazzetta dello Sport today, Liverpool battled PSG for the signature Roma goalkeeper Alisson, with the Reds considering offering Simon Mignolet as part of a deal. Now, it isn't just Gazzetta dello Sport saying this, in fact multiple other places saying the same thing, and PSG also in the mix for him. And for Liverpool, of course, for us to get to the next level, in my opinion, we still need a good goalkeeper, and Alisson could be that. The fee, they haven't really mentioned just yet, but I imagine like 30-40 mil, or say like 30 mil plus Mignolet. And next up, according to Coppe, there's no Gremio have informed Barca that 21-year-old midfield duo and Brazil international Arthur will not be sold for anything less than €50 million. And if what I've seen on social media isn't like an edit, like a Photoshop kind of thing, there has been pictures of him holding a Barca shirt already, and apparently Barca had to like apologise for that or something. So again, it could have been Photoshop, but I believe it was real, and it would be a very expensive signing, but apparently he's massive talent, and he would be a great signing. And now, according to L'Equipe, they're saying the Villarreal striker Cedric Bakambu will join Beijing Guoan for €40 million, subject to a medical, which, for FIFA terms, that does suck. He was linked to Spurs a couple days ago for a very similar fee, and apparently it's caused around €50 million. So the Chinese side, if they do get him, it means on FIFA 19, if they don't have that league, he won't be on the game. And everyone knows on FIFA 18 at least, he's very good in game, a pretty overpowered player. And it does justify the point that we definitely need the Chinese Super League at some point in FIFA Ultimate Team, whether this year, whether it's next year, we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we go on to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. According to Demarzin today, who to be fair is pretty reliable most of the time, he said that Arsenal are monitoring last summer's PSG target Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as a replacement for Alexis Sanchez if he leaves in January. And Sanchez does seem very much set to go to Manchester City, maybe in the summer, maybe in January, we'll have to wait and see. But the fee, it'd be a massive one for Aubameyang, because literally just a couple weeks ago, he tweeted out saying he signed a new deal with Borussia Dortmund, but it wasn't made public. And for Arsenal, if they had Lacazette next to Aubameyang with Mesut Ozil just behind playing the balls into him, that could be incredible. And now we move on to one from Manchester United fans. This one is according to Corriere dello Sport, and they said that Manchester United could be set to sign João Mario from Inter Milan in a straight swap deal for Henrikh Mkhitaryan. However, TalkSport are saying that Paris Saint-Germain are also interested and may make a move this winter. And the next rumour is according to France Football. They're saying that Leicester City will allow Riyad Mahrez to leave the club this month if a substantial offer is made. The club has made an agreement with the player already to let him leave if the offer is met. And they haven't named any clubs in particular in this article itself, but I've put Arsenal, Chelsea and also Roma in there because basically in the past, they've probably been the three favourites to get him. And Mahrez has been playing very well so far this season, so maybe a move could be on the cards. I'm not sure who would go to, but whoever gets him does get a very good player. Next up, we move on to Samuel Umtiti, and today according to L'Equipe, a few things to mention. First up, Man City boss Pep Guardiola is interested in prizing Samuel Umtiti away from Barcelona. The 24-year-old has been immense for Barca this season and also last season, and the La Liga giants are now worried about the €60 million or £53.1 million release clause in his current deal. So maybe they might try and offer him a new contract to stay at Barca and kind of avoid any interest from Man City. But next up, the final bit is according to L'Equipe again via Daily Mirror. Barca defender Samuel Umtiti has asked for thinking time after holding talks with Man City representatives. And it is looking like Pep wants a centre-back very soon, if not in January, and have to wait until the summer because they were linked to Van Dijk previously, and possibly it could be a long-term replacement for Vincent Kompany, who's a very good defender, also very injury-prone. And now move on to one that features in pretty much every single episode, being Felipe Coutinho and potential move to Barcelona. So obviously yesterday, I covered a lot of information, a lot of detail, so I won't really take up too much time about it today. But first up, according to Paul Joyce, again very reliable, Barca are readying a new bid for Coutinho, who wants to move this month. Although take an offer of €150 million, £133 million for the club to consider selling. It's understood that Liverpool's owner FSG will leave the final say on whether any bid is accepted to Jurgen Klopp. And there were a lot of rumours back in the summer saying that potentially Klopp would actually want to sell Coutinho, again back in the summer transfer window, because of the transfer request and because he wasn't 100% committed to Liverpool. And now the decision has come down to him potentially could mean Coutinho leaves in this January transfer window. And finally, Diarra Gold are saying that Coutinho has already chosen a number at Barcelona with the number 7 shirt, but faces a battle with Arda Turan for it, although Turan today has been linked to Everton. And the final rumour today is regarding Thomas Lemar of AS Monaco. And of course, Liverpool, if they sell Coutinho, they'll have to spend some money to replace him. And according to John Cross from the Mirror today, Anfield officials have made contact with French champions Monaco to restart negotiations for Lemar, a player they tried to get last summer. Lemar is also wanted by Manchester United, Chelsea and Arsenal, but has indicated he's leaning towards the lure of Jurgen Klopp and his emerging young team. The rumoured fee for Arsenal back at the start of last summer was around £45 million or so, but then we got towards deadline day and obviously Neymar transfer happened and that kind of boosted up a lot of transfer fees. Then that went up to £90 million. And various different places are saying the same thing, that if Liverpool want to sign him in January, it's going to be £90 million again. And you'd probably assume because of the money Liverpool get for Felipe Coutinho, it'd be like 140 mil or so. Someone like Thomas Lemar, his price could go up because of that again, and Liverpool may have to just pay the full 90 to get a deal done. And the final rumour today is going to be Arturo Vidal of Bayern Munich. And according to W Radio Colombia, it's actually one of the journalists in particular, he said that Chelsea's reported bid of €37 million for Bayern midfielder Arturo Vidal is not enough for the German champions, who are holding out for €60 million instead. Now, of course, Leon Goretzka is very much likely to go to Bayern in a free transfer, and he probably would replace Arturo Vidal, and they could get a decent amount of money for him still. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating. It'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive alerts about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day: what nation do you think is going to win the World Cup this year in Russia? And finally, remember, every single day at 8:30 AM, there'll be a new transfer video. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.